Hey everyone. Today I'm going to show you the importance of keyword research. So have, if you've seen my last income report, you've seen that my traffic was at a terrible state. Nevertheless, the most traffic came from my organic sources. So when looking a bit closer into it, I realized that the most viewed page was this one of the Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge review. And there you can see my pretty face with Tim Sykes shaking his hand. But what I'm trying to tell you here is that if you go into my Google Analytics, like I said, over half of it came from the organic research or searches. And going a bit closer into detail, if we look at which page has been visited the most in February, of the month of February, you will find that the Millionaires Challenge review is in fact the most viewed page of my website in that month. And 593 views might seem low for some. I mean, I'm still in the beginning of my journey, but I mean, compared to the total amount of views that I've gotten that month, this is actually pretty decent. I mean, it's over half of the entire searches that I've gotten. And what I'm trying to say with this is that it's actually fairly easy to outrank certain words, and it's very important to do this because if I would have done it with all of my articles, imagine I would have gotten around 400 or 500 per page. That would have given me a couple of thousand views in 1 month. So from now on, I'm going to put more effort into keyword research, and I want you to learn that and avoid doing that mistake and just writing out stuff and posts and articles, putting all this effort into it without actually ranking for them. And so what I'm going to do now is show you the preferred keyword research tool that I like to use. And you'll be surprised I'm not going to click on this tab, which is the free Google keyword tool, but I'm going to go on my Wealthy Affiliate free tool. Now you will find that this is free to use, even for free members. You don't have to upgrade at any point. But at the same time, I don't want to be critical of the other suggested tool that they give you, which is the Jaxi tool. I'm also subscribed to that one. I do not pay for it though. I'm using the free version, but you'll find that you only get 30 free searches per month, and that is not very much for me. I mean, per article, I probably do around 30 searches, so I would need 30 accounts or something to write 30 articles or posts. Anyway, so let me just back up here. I went a bit too far. Let's say we'll try to write an article about the Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge, which is a penny stock trading course. It teaches you how to profitably trade in the stock market within penny stocks. And if you're interested in this, feel free to read my review. I've been a member of it in 2014, and personally, I think the course is great, but it has its downsides. I do believe you can make money with it. I did so myself, but my stress tolerance was way too low for that type of involvement because you have to basically juggle with a lot of money with a few clicks, and that's not for me. But before I get way too much into it, let's just continue with the research. So what you want to do ideally is look for long tail keywords. Long tail keywords are several words. It's basically a phrase that you want to rank for, not just a word as in a keyword. It's a key phrase basically. So let's pretend you want to write a Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge review. The first thing you want to look for is the something like Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge, right? So these are the results that the keyword tool provides us with. I like to filter them by the article power because the higher the power, the better the more searches usually, and the better the article will be, and You just want to have the highest article power. 10 is the best, 0 is the worst, as usual. Then we look at the monthly searches. The more searches there are, the more traffic you can get. So if you, for example, would rank for Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge review, that phrase or that keyword, which is pretty high in article power, not too high in searches and traffic, you would get about 5 people more or less per month that type in this, that fall on your site. Ideally, you want to go for something around 50. Everything above 50 is great. Everything below is a bit, nah. For example, if we look at this one, Tim Sykes Trading Strategy Free, the last thing you want to do is look at the competition, obviously. So if we open the window and look at the competition, you'll see that there are only 96 results for this, which isn't too terrible. But 1 second. I guess we could do better. So let's have a look at this one, for example. And every time I record, it tends to be a bit slower with opening pages. So you find that it dropped from 96, was it, to 76, which is slightly easier to outrank. And you want to be at the top of the first page of Google, because as we learned, around 30% of all clicks go for the very first hit. So anything past the first page is pointless, more or less. But ideally, you want to be at the top 3. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm ranking for this one here. Let's see. Maybe it wasn't this one because I didn't use the word scam in my article at any point. I don't think. And as you can see on this one, there's only 30 results. That's very low in competition. And as a matter of fact, I'm at the very top. So I get around 5 views just from this article. Now, when you use LSI keywords, meaning when you use LSI stands for Latent Semantic Indexing, which basically means that the words that you use are either synonyms or they have the same meaning as the keywords that you actually try to rank for. So let's say I would try and rank for Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge, but instead I write at some point in my article Timothy Sykes trading course, creating millionaire students challenge, I don't know, something similar, competition instead of challenge, and instead of millionaire wealthy people, some similar sounding words or similar meaning words, then I would rank for that as well because I've used it, they have the same meaning, so that's another side. Now once you find the keywords that you like in this tool, you can just click on them like that and save them to a list. Now I've done that before to save some time, to give you an example of how my page is ranking for these. Now once you have all these words, you can put all of these in your text, in your post, in your article. So instead of always writing the same Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge review, Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge review, you can alternate it a bit, make it sound more natural. And you start doing that anyway when you write and you don't focus on the keyword. I mean, you should always have it in the back of your mind, but at the same time, you just want to talk naturally, make the text flow and easy to read. So what you get is when you type in Tim Sykes Millionaire, you have chances to get around 24 searches or 5 views on your site. When you type in Tim Sykes Millionaire Challenge review, you get another 13 on top of that. So all these add up, and that's how I got all my 593 views. And if I go on the incognito mode again and type in Tim Sykes Millionaire, for example, and you see that my website is ranking at the third spot. That's because I probably have written in my review at some point Tim Sykes Millionaire. And that's what I'm really trying to make you understand is that you want to put a strong, really pay attention to what you write and really do your research and try to outrank all these other websites. Because imagine that one article, that one review, it gave me so many views. Imagine I did that with 10 or maybe even 20 articles. I would get several thousands, if not tens of thousands of views organically every month. And that's just what I wanted to show you. And hopefully you'll agree with me that. And also, just to give you another example why it's so important, I think I got about $44 last month because someone actually subscribed after reading my review. And I'm not even encouraging people to subscribe to it. I'm just saying that it was quite a good course, not for me, but you know, people found it valuable. They understood the meaning behind it. People that are actually genuinely interested in this course, they will read this review and make up their own mind. And the more you provide quality and actually outrank the keywords and show your quality to people, the more profit you can make. And that's why I really have to put more effort into it, and I hope you do too. Again, if you want to use the Wealthy Affiliate Keyword Tool, it's free to use for free. I mean, all you have to do is sign up, and you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to provide a credit card, and you can use it. And I hope you enjoyed this. It's very straightforward. If you ever have any questions, feel free to ask me. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to do your research.